What up, Blue Jays? Sean Blue here. I've been watching the news, and I don't really like watching the news anymore. But I've been watching the news, and then I looked up some stuff about what's going on with Germany and how 25 people were arrested apparently that were gonna planning on overthrowing the government. I don't know what that means exactly. Like, if they were planning on doing violent acts, then yeah, I agree with arresting those people. However, though, or are they just speaking out against the German government and then they got arrested? You know, that's what we gotta, look out for, with these big governments that are kind of like it's like pushing us around and trying to push us around, but with starting with like kind of like the coronavirus. Well, it started before this, but starting with the coronavirus about putting on mask and staying so and so far apart and wanting you to stay inside your house and now it's like if you're for Trump, then you're like like kind of like a right wing terrorist. Like that's what some people are kind of saying. And what the hell does that mean? You can't even support Trump without people saying that you're kind of like a terrorist and like a racist and they're kind of like trying to make like people that are for Trump into like kind of like criminals, and that's scary. Because big government. And there was this one fat lady that was on the news, and she was saying like how we should make it more strict on apparently all these like white hate groups that exist that don't exist but apparently do exist. What she's saying and how they should crack down on all these like apparent like white hate groups that exist, but there are no real like white hate groups. Like there are, but there aren't. And they try to say that yeah, people that support Trump are a part of these like hate groups, but this is scary, and we got to look out for like big governments thinking they can just like arrest someone for because they're backing someone up. They're backing up Trump or whatever. And like I said, like in the past, I believe I said this in the past on YouTube, and if not, this is what I really thought. I think that Biden stole the election. I think Trump would have been president again, but they let Biden become president. And apparently, you're not even allowed to say stuff like that anymore. That's what they're trying to push, or because like that has to do with whatever, and that's scary. That has to do with big governments. I'm allowed to say that Biden stole the election, and that's freedom of speech, and I honestly believe that. Just like how some people said that Bush stole the election, and that's fine. I disagree with them on that, but that's fine if people think that. Go ahead and say that. But I don't like the fact that anyone supporting Trump is like apparently like a terrorist or a white a right wing extremist. Like, oh my god. So we just got to look out for people going after freedom of speech people. Okay. All right. Take care, Blue Jays.